know, it happens more often than you think. Doctors discover some of the best remedies purely by accident. That's the case for one of the newest and most effective treatments for cellulite, acoustic wave therapy. Dr. Bill Johnson of Innovations Med Spa is back. He's going to tell us about the accidental remedy. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
You call it cellulite, but I call it cellulite.
Cellulite?
Because there's so much of it. That's right.
It's everywhere.
That's right. How does acoustic wave therapy work?
Well, the acoustic wave therapy uses a pressure wave that passes through the skin and through the fat, and it impacts the collagen connective tissue that is pulling down the skin. That causes it to break up.
Okay.
And then it also then thickens the collagen at the bottom of the skin to push the fat back down. So it's working on both the areas that cause the cellulite, the pulling down and the thinning of the skin.
So the fat is still there.
The fat is
It's just not as close to the surface. What was this used for originally?
This was originally a pain treatment.
Pain treatment?
It's very effective for pain. As a matter of fact, it's one of the best treatments out there for heel pain. And what happened in Switzerland, where the device was developed and where the manufacturer is, they were doing some work on women with injured hamstrings.
Okay.
And the women started coming back for extra treatments because their legs looked better. So
the hamstring injury was all healed.
Well, the hamstring injury was healed, but the cellulite was getting better, so they kept coming back in.
Don't you love it when that happens?
So they did a study in Europe, 54 women, and found out, gosh, this works for cellulite.
Wow.
And so they started looking for a U.S. market, came to a vendor here in the United States, and that's where I first saw the device.
And so you've been watching the results on this rather closely.
We've been watching it for about 2 years.
Okay.
And we did a pilot study a little over a year ago here in the United States, first patients to be done. We did 5 patients in our office, and they were thrilled. So we even had one lady lost a couple of pant sizes, which we were not expecting.
Really?
So then we did a full study on it.
So how long does it take to see the results?
The results take about anywhere from 4 weeks to a month on the fast responders, out to about 3 or 4 months on most of our women. At 3 months, about 90% of our patients are seeing some response.
Okay, now here's my mundane question. Where does it go? You push it down, but where does it go?
Well, what we've done is, the reason you have cellulite is the connective tissue is pulling the skin down.
I see.
So we break that connective tissue up, which allows that tinting effect to be released.
I see.
And then with the reason it works for pain is it recruits a lot of new blood vessels into the area. And when the new blood vessels come with that connective tissue that's been broken up, it grows back as healthier connective tissue.
I see.
So we're actually seeing a decrease in leg diameter on the patients that are treated as well.
I love it. Now, what about, you know, some women are genetically predisposed to having thicker legs. I want to look at some before and after pictures here too as we talk about this. But for the person who is genetically predisposed to the thick thighs, hello.
Hello. We see a little bit of difference. We saw on our patients, we did 150 patients, and the average patient lost about ½ centimeter in thigh diameter with no weight loss, no exercise, just doing the treatment. Now, that's not a lot, so if you want to lose a lot of volume, there are other technologies like what we'll be talking about next time, Smart Lipo or Vaser, that can help pull out the volume.
I see.
But
this is going to smooth out and contour the skin.
And it probably does the very best job of smoothing of any technology out there.
Yeah. Because especially for women, do you find that this is a bigger problem for women than it is men?
It's a much bigger problem for women because it's estrogen driven. And
doggone estrogen.
It's all estrogen, and women organize their fat perpendicular to the skin. Men do it more at an angle. So even when men get overweight, they don't get a lot of dimpling.
Very quickly, who's a good candidate for this?
Anyone that has dimples is a good candidate.
Well, then that would be me. Thank you so much. Innovations Med Spa's main office is located at 1601 Lancaster in Grapevine, but they also provide services at the Artistic Salon Spa in Dallas and at Larry North Fitness in Fort Worth. For more information, call 817-410-7970 or log on to their website at innovationsmedspa.com. You can also email Dr. Johnson at drjohnson@innovationsmedspa.com. We're going to have all this information for you on our website, so don't worry about that. We'll be right back.
You're watching Good Morning Texas in high definition with Brenda Teal, Gary Cogill, and Amy Vanderoff.